SOFI update here on the 22nd. Just last couple of days, complete nonsense. We get, yesterday we got a crypto. Some kind of senator was looking into us selling crypto and was saying that it needs to be regulated for some reason. It doesn't make any sense. Crypto is a very, very small part of the business, and they weren't doing anything wrong. They were just allowing customers to buy on the app. I don't see what kind of news that is. And then today we get student loan extensions. Another news item that we've had 10 times this year. Neither one of these should be affecting the stock, but they take the opportunity to just crush it down to 464. And who knows where this is going to end, because obviously they either don't like Noto, which I guess is possible. He used to work at Goldman Sachs. Or the big banks just don't like SOFI as a business overall. They don't want the competition. And so they're just trying to take it as low as possible. Or the third reason is which is probably part of it too, either if you have the first two reasons, they want to bring it as low as possible, get the best entry while trying to force out retail. I don't know if people are on margin too. Could be that too. But they want to get a good position. They don't want the competition, and they're just trying to really play around with Noto and just kind of see how he reacts. I mean, we should be getting, if we stay below $5 for the next, I would say the next like 8 trading days, then we should be getting a reverse split. I think it's right. I think it's below $5, 10 trading days consecutively. Someone can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, because I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think it's something like that. And yeah, that could be happening real soon. I mean, it kind of depends where the stock goes, where the market goes. But another thing that's bad for this right now, we're at all-time lows as the overall market has gone up in about 5 weeks from 348 all the way to 400, and we're at all-time lows. Another horrible way that this is unfolding, but there's nothing we can do. I mean, they just want to get rid of SOFI, I guess. They want to have no competition, and honestly, they probably are in with our government too. They're in with Biden, they're in with the Democrats, and they tell them to extend the student loan. He probably just told them that, and he just does that because the banks run everything. So it's not like we're making a bad investment by investing in this company. It's just that we invested in a company that is basically competitors with banks that run everything. They run everything in the economy. So we'll see what happens, but let's just go over the chart now. I see this as A still, B here. We're working on a C wave now. I think this is pretty much off the table, unfortunately. So I see this as A, B, and then it looks like we have, again, A, B, C down here. This is the first way this could work out. If this were to work out this way, it would mean this is a first wave. But then I look at this, and I don't think that's right, because that looks like a corrective wave. So I think this is actually, it's really hard on this stock lately. These corrective moves are really hard to predict, but it's most likely, based on the way this looks, I guess it could be, actually, now that I'm looking at it again, this could be 1, 2, and we're working on a third wave. That's very possible. This is just a expanded flat. So we have A, B, C. And then we'd get a third wave that would take us to 414. I'm going to zoom in a second and look on lower time frames, but 414 would be the target. We'd probably pull back to about 460. And then I'll give you a final price target, which would be 344 to 317. If this were to play out. So it'd go 416, pull back, and then probably like 350 to 340. So something like that. That is possible, and that would mean we bottomed right here. This is more possible now too because of how the overall market has gone. So I would say you got to be aware of this over the next 3 or 4 months because I think the market should bottom probably by like early spring. So if this were to play out, we're looking at 350. And I'm not liking that either. I sold some $5 puts, and I sold some $4 puts too. I went really safe on one of them. So that wouldn't be as bad, but still I would be down if we went down to 350. So that's the bearish way to look at it. I think there's still a possibility that we could also, so that's a bearish move right there. 350 would be the target. We could also go like this too. A, B, C. And the way that that would play out is we're looking at this right here as A, B, and then get a C wave up here. This actually is, where did I get this from? So this would be A, B, C, and within it, that would be a expanded flat because it went past the start of the A wave. But we would get a move up here to complete the overall C wave back up here at 650. And that would make the overall B wave, and then we would get a 5-wave move down. So I pretty much eliminated a few possibilities based on how far we've gone down the last couple of days, unfortunately. But we still, I gotta say, I'm probably leaning towards the downside now, unfortunately, because of how the overall market is all the way up here at 400, and we're at an all-time low. We could get a short-term bounce, but let's zoom in here a little bit and just look at this wave now. So that does look like a first wave, straight down, and then this looks like A, B, C, 2. And let's see if we have gotten outside of here yet. So it still has not confirmed a third wave though, as you can see. If it goes below 454, we would confirm a third wave, as that would make it impulsive. If it stays below this and then bounces, I would still consider this ABC, and I'd be looking for 650. So we have not totally gotten to the point where it is extremely bearish until we break 454. If we get outside here and hit 415, then obviously we're really bearish. If we're looking at an expanded flat, 440 is the farthest it can go to. So 440, but I'm saying 454 based on these parallel lines. So right now, it actually looks like it could go either way, but we'll see if it holds these parallel lines. It could still be an expanded flat, A, B, and C get up here. And actually, expanded flats, if it does go to 450, they actually usually go higher than the A wave. So 695 would be in play all the way up to 770. Seems very, very unlikely right now, but that's how expanded flats go. So we'll see if this turns into a third wave or an expanded flat and we go back up here to 650. So that's pretty much it. I'm leaning towards the downside right now. I'm gonna expect the worst based on the overall market being at 400, but it doesn't mean that this move up here to 650 is totally out of play. So let me know what you think in the comments. I gave a little bit of my thoughts on the situation and the two scenarios for going up and going down. Target on the downside is 350 if we turn into a 5-wave move. Target on the upside is potentially all the way up to like 750 on an expanded flat, but more likely just up here to another top of 650. So that's pretty much it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll try to do an update here later this week and kind of go over which way we decided to go. All right, have a good night.